What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and I am finally able to watch this match. I have been offline since Friday morning. Here we are, it's Monday at like 7:30 in the evening. It has been a nightmare for me, but I'm back. So let's get this match started. We got Rocha taking on Sneider, and Napzok taking on Knost. This is going to be exciting. Let's go.
Charles owes us lunch money. We will be taking it at that event. Keyword, the system, the clock, Paula. None of these guys can get in front of my destiny. Goes nothing. Hi, Mr. McWeenie. Yes, it's that.
Good to hear from you. Yeah.
I was looking at the schedule here, and I wanted to give you an update on your pending matches.
Okay, so good news, right?
Okay, so here's the deal. You are going to play the winner of Lon and Ethan, and then after that match, you will get Rocha or Sneider.
Okay, so I play the winner of Ethan or Lon, okay? And then I either get Sneider or Rocha, definitely. One of the two, correct?
This is a guarantee from me. You will play that victor.
Okay, because here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that down in writing in my personal schedule. So, I look forward to Sneider or Rocha on the other side of Ethan or Lon.
Okay. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
Oh, thank
God. Can you hear it? Can you hear the smile? Can you hear how excited I am? I'm happy. It's good news. Thank you.
Okay, great. I'm glad. Very glad to hear it. I will see you in a very short time. Good to see you. I will talk to you later. God damn, he scares me. This is my time. My time. I don't need Rachel. I have new friends now. I have new power. And this, for once in my life, is about. Sneider can piss off and so can the rest of the kitten club. I don't care. I hope someone curb stomps him though.
Yeah!
Once again by Jen Sturgeon, ladies and gentlemen. Great to be back. Nice to have you. Jen, last time we worked together at the table, it was free for all.
It was a long day.
It was a long day.
Neither of us had voices.
No, it was a fun day, but a lot of things happened in that particular event. And then another thing that happened back in the days of the live event, we had John Rocha versus JTE. Now that is part of a long storied history with the Lion's Den versus the Horsemen. As we know that there are two Horsemen now, they say that there's going to be four. We haven't found out who those four are, but Matt Knost, Ken Napzok, just for you guys today. First, all you patrons, thank you very much. Everyone on Patreon who gets this match first, and it's part of the doubleheader, but you guys get the first match of Knost and Napzok. Jen, I mean, these two squads just don't like each other.
I don't think anyone likes the Lion's Den in the entire league, to be honest.
Well, that's true, but I mean, anyone more though than top 10? You look at
absolutely not.
I mean, this goes back to 2015 when JTE and Finstock knocked out of the tournament that year Knost and Rocha. That's where it all started, and then you fast forward to where Knost and Rocha are the champions, and they lose the championship to the Patriots, who still have them over a year and 5 months, however long it was.
And no one's been able to knock them off the top of that mountain, despite plenty of times.
No one has been able to do it, and now you have Ken Napzok, who joined the Lion's Den 5-6 months ago, whatever it was, and he used to sing the praises of Matt Knost and say what a good guy Matt Knost is, and then just like a Lion's Den member does, switches on the drop of a dime, and then lets Knost know that he's not worthy to play him because he's the former Star Wars champion.
Absolutely. He's broken the heart of so many fans, former teammates. I mean, there is not a person in this room that is cheering for him today.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And the thing is with Ken, though, is don't let just the Star Wars knowledge fool you, because Ken has shown in his Lion's Den match against these Shire Wolves, in the free-for-all, the stuff Ken knows, he really knows.
There's plenty of general knowledge.
Yes.
It's not just limited to that inner geekdom Star Wars area.
There isn't, but Matt Knost has also really improved from, I mean, we'll call it what it is. Matt Knost has had some bad luck in this league. He's had some 5-pointers that I don't even think Chris Galiski, who wrote the question, knew. So whether or not, we're going to find out today what kind of luck Knost runs into, because when Knost is on fire, it's hard to beat him. So look, there's a lot of shit talk. We know that, and you guys get to hear it right now.
Here we are again with the pizza guy. I mean, how many times do we have to beat this guy? I got cheated. Lost by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Sneider kicked his ass. This guy's a Star Wars guy. He's gonna play him.
So it looks like little Kenny Napzok called me out, huh? Getting big for his britches. I believe he sees that wheel isn't entirely Star Wars, so he's got a shot in hell beating anybody outside of the Star Wars genre.
And Matt Knost, I respect you. You're a great competitor, great comedian, an entrepreneur, a businessman. I respect you. I mean, at least I used to respect you more. But now I saw that my heart was weak, and after kind of seeing the light with these guys, I'm just as confused as Tom and Jeff as to why I'm here. And that's part of the fun today, Matt, because the pressure is all on you and your sneakers that are 10 years too young for what you're doing, all right?
The Four Horsemen are coming, all right? The Four Horsemen. We are back. We're going to take the singles. We're going to take team. We're going to take inner geekdom. We're going to invent titles to take those up. We're going to take the commissionership. I don't know what that is. Patreon people, we should have a Patreon level where you guys nominate a commissioner, because I'm sick of the current administration, all right?
These Patreon fans, though, they must love horror movies or something, because this match is shaping up to be a massacre, Ken. Okay? You should have seen it earlier. Christian is so nice. He orders pizza for all the cast, for the crew and all the competitors. Okay? You know who delivered it today? Matt Knost. And he stood there with his hand out like he wanted a tip. Here's a tip, Knost. Don't bother coming back to play the pit boss, because he's going to roast the Knost.
I want my $2. These people smile at your face, and they turn around and they just jab a knife in your kidney, and then just twist it and twist it. Then you look down at the handle, and the handle's got like little Hawaiian shirts on it. You're like, well, this is clearly Dad's knife. This one's clearly Dad's knife. But I've gotten shanked from Harloff. I've gotten shanked from people I don't even know. And two Brute? Yes, they're all taking shots. That's fine. The Horsemen are here. The Horsemen will reign, and the Horsemen will destroy.
Yeah!
He's done a lot of new things. The pizza guy shots are taken over and over and over again.
Same old.
And Knost running in just full force, saying that the Horsemen are back, and that that it is time to take out Lion's Den once and for all, to take out Ken, and he's back in the singles. This isn't a one-off for Knost. He wants to get playing again and get back in this thing.
Absolutely, but I am still loving the mystery around who the new Horsemen are going to be.
Me too. I don't know if we're going to see any today, but I'll be looking for them, and we'll see if we find any of the new Horsemen today. But we're ready to get this match going. Here is the tale of the tape. Matt Knost, sports movies, 80s movies, and making sure apparently Thad doesn't stab him in the back. That's one of the strengths of Matt Knost. And then you've got Ken Napzok. Strengths are Star Wars, romantic comedies, Steve Martin movies, and any romantic comedy movies that Steve Martin was in.
Oh.
Yeah, so there you go. I'm ready to get going. How about you?
I'm excited. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing the Lion's Den, with a record of 1 win, 2 defeats. He is the former movie trivia Schmoedown Star Wars champion, the Pit Boss, Ken Napzok. This is Jeff Sneider. Mark Todd, Force Horseman with Thanks for taking Ken out there. Yeah, you got
The crazy part about it is this is just my real body painted on a shirt.
Oh, great. Okay, good. Good for you. How long you been thinking that lineup?
Huh?
How long you been thinking that lineup?
I haven't.
Okay, good.
You know what?
What?
Watch what happens here.
Okay, can't wait. Goodbye. And his opponent, with a record of 2 wins, 3 defeats, here's the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown semifinalist, and the former Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion,
Absolutely, you know, the crowd definitely got the crowd behind this thing, so that's going to help a little bit.
we think something again, like you said, it's against the Lions. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh God, it starts now.
They're already starting. All right, guys, here we go. Round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. The competitors get 8 questions worth 1 point apiece. They will write their answers on the whiteboard. When it is their time, they will show it to the camera and say it at the same time. 15 seconds to answer the question. Don't forget about your JTE rules. Don't forget about your challenge rules. Matt Knost, ready to go?
Sure, let's do it.
Ken.
I want to thank all the Patreon supporters for making this victory possible today.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right, here we go, guys. Question number 1. Action Adventure. Who played Blofeld in 2015's Spectre? Whether or not they get this, who knows? You never know.
Yeah, this is definitely in Ken's wheelhouse.
Think so?
Absolutely.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Knost.
Christoph Waltz.
That's correct. Ken.
Christoph Waltz.
You got it. Okay, so tie game there. 1-1. 1-1.
Alright guys, next question comes from the category of dramas. In The Shawshank Redemption, what is the nickname of Morgan Freeman's character?
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to the great Clancy Brown a couple weeks ago. It was a lot of fun to
Did you
talk
take
to him.
an Instagram picture with him?
Well, I did a picture when he wasn't looking and posted on it.
Of course.
5, 4, 3,
Red?
2, 1. Ken.
You know I'm the only person in the world who's not seen this movie, so it's God. That's a bad question.
Red is correct. Red is correct. That was going up 2-1. How did you not see Shawshank? I think
How have you not seen it when you know the questions come up all the
I
time?
had better things to do in the 90s.
All right. You have a better thing to do last week? It was on TBS? Yeah. All right, here we go. Question number 3. Horror/thriller. Who directed the horror classic 1978 Halloween, the 1982's The Thing, and 1983's Christine? I didn't write the question, Hopster. I'm just asking.
John Carpenter.
5,
The dirty
4,
looks.
3. We're the ones. You learned that at the desk. 2, 1. Pens down. Knost.
John Carpenter.
Correct. Ken.
John Carpenter.
There you go. Ken saw that movie. All right. The next question, Jen.
Next category is comic book movies. What was the hero persona assumed by Nicolas Cage's character in Kick-Ass?
I like that Kick-Ass. You like that movie?
I do too.
Second one, not so much.
It was a little weaker.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
Big
down.
Daddy.
I love this movie and I blanked, so I just guessed. Captain Fury's a great name.
That's incorrect.
Yeah. Big Daddy.
Big Daddy's correct. Matt Knost coming up 4-2 here. Matt Knost, 4-2. All right, next question here, guys. Here we go. This is fantasy sci-fi. Which Academy Award-winning actress played Ava, the humanoid robot, in the 2015 sci-fi thriller Ex Machina?
Crowd apparently liked that question.
I liked it, but Knost is having a trouble finding it. Can't find it.
What the hell is
5,
her name?
4, 3.
What the hell is her name? It's a chick from Tomb Raider. Chick from Tomb Raider. Chick from Tomb Raider.
2, 1. Pens down, and Matt Knost.
Good ball.
Didn't have it. Ken.
Alicia Vikander.
That's correct. Knost missing now. Just couldn't pull it. But 4, 3, and 10. That's a big point for Ken because he brings within 1 here.
Alright guys, the next question comes from the category of animated. Tiana is the name of the lead in what Disney animated film?
Ken just gave up. Ken literally just gave up.
Physically gave up.
I can see it in his aura.
His hair gave up several years ago, but
5,
he gave
4,
up just now.
3, 2, 1.
Moana?
Pens down, please. And Ken. Pen down, Ken.
Stop making animated movies. They're not good. I started writing Hunchback of Notre Dame, but
It's incorrect. The answer is, of course,
Oh, The Princess and the Frog, guys.
Princess and the...
you said Disney classic, right? Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. Next question here. This is in the realm of 80s movies. 80s movies. Who plays Seymour Krelborn in Little Shop of Horrors?
Feed me, Seymour.
Great movie. Good Broadway play, too, that I've never seen.
Really? Oh, that's a
Seen the movie?
tragedy.
Don't eat romaine lettuce. 5, 4,
Rick Moranis.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we've got Matt Knost.
Rick Moranis.
Correct. Ken.
Please come back, Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. So there we go. 5-4. 5-4. 1 point. Ken holding speed here with the former team champion. 5-4. Last question.
Our last question is actually our Patreon question. Hey. The following question comes to you from Jake Hammer. Thank you, Jake, for supporting this show and having an amazing last name. The question is in the category of comedies. Who performed double duty both directing and acting in Robin Hood, Men in Tights?
Did you like Men in Tights?
I actually did.
And did you like the movie?
I actually did.
5, 4, 3,
Carrie Elves.
1. Pens down, please. And Ken.
Thanks, Jake. Mel Brooks.
Correct.
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks it is. So 6-5. And we've just found out that Jake Hammer is actually Ken Napzok's fake YouTube account.
Oh,
All right.
good to know.
Okay. All right. So now we get to round number 2 as 6-5 leads us into round number 2 with Matt Knost up by 1 point. The wheel will come out. They will spin the wheel. If it lands on a category they do not like, they can spin again unless it lands on opponent's choice. Each one worth 2 points apiece. 4 questions unless you go to multiple choice, then it goes down to 1. You can steal from your opponent in this round. And a shout out to our Patreon supporter Slice, and that is horror. Our horror is our Patreon Slice. So you have all your JTE rules. You have your challenges. Matt Knost, want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
You're going to go first. All right, Matt Knost's going to spin it. Knost's going for it here.
Very tentative
Very
spin.
determined, yeah. Here we go. There's the spin. As Ken says, the spin is in.
Yeah. Oh.
Coming around past spinners. Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson spinning it from the other side.
Exactly, it wouldn't have been too deep.
I know, it's true. Coming back around here.
Coming around.
Oh no.
Scarlett Johansson.
Alright,
Alright,
here we go.
ready to kick this off?
Yeah.
I can tell you are pumped. Alright, your first question is, who directed The Horse Whisperer?
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford.
2 points for Matt Knost. Next question.
Didn't know she was
You're all for it.
Oh.
She might have been.
Second question is, Brian De Palma directed what film that featured Scarlett Johansson?
Shit.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choices. A, The Black Dahlia.
Black Dahlia.
B, Femme Fatale. C, Mission to Mars. Or D, Snake Eyes.
A. Black Dahlia.
5, 4,
That's
3,
not an answer.
2,
Black Dahlia.
1 point for Matt Knost. Ken was looking for that steal. Ken was looking for that steal.
He was hungry. Alright, your next question.
Here we go.
Who plays the artist Scarlett Johansson works for in Girl with a Pearl Earring?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Colin Firth, B, David Thewlis, C, Colin Farrell, D, Jason Isaacs?
D.
5, 4, 3,
Thewlis.
It's incorrect, Ken.
Jason Isaacs.
Sorry, looking for?
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth. So your last question here in the realm of ScarJo.
All right.
Perfect.
Last question is, who directed Lost in Translation?
Sofia Coppola.
Sofia
2 points for
Coppola.
Matt Knost. So now Ken is up here. Ken's looking for it. Ken down by 6. Needs to have a nice spin here.
Started on a different one, Ken. Knost is praying for opponent's choice right now. So is Christian, apparently.
90s movies. Ken, you wanna? Ken's gonna keep. All right, Ken's gonna keep 90s. All right, here we go, Ken. Ken, 4 questions. 4 questions in the realm of 90s. All right, question number 1. Who plays Basil Exposition in Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery?
Michael Caine.
2 points for Ken Napzok. Who played Johnny Ringo in 1993's Tombstone?
Michael Behan.
2 points.
Bean. Michael Behan.
Okay,
Bean.
that's fine.
Is the next one Mike Myers? Is it another Mike? What are we talking about?
What was the lead villain's name in Halloween? No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Who directed Silence of the Lambs?
I'm going to need to go to multiple choice.
A. Ted Demme. B. David Fincher. C. Jonathan Demme. D. John McTiernan.
C.
Ted Demme.
That's incorrect. The steal?
Jonathan Demme.
For 1 point. That's a steal. Matt Knost stealing there. Ken had a chance to tie it, and Matt Knost has a 3-point leader. Ken, your last question here.
Really expecting like a Mike Nichols.
Your last question. Here we go. Ken, Dylan McDermott played Clint Eastwood's partner Al in which 90s film?
I have to go multiple choice.
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
Dylan McDermott played Clint Eastwood partner Al in which 90s film? 5, 4, 3.
In the Line of Fire?
2 points for Ken Napzok. That was great. So at the end of that round, Matt Knost holds on to his 1-point lead.
It was a nice little steal there.
It was a good steal. Ken Napzok hitting 90s, working for it.
Yeah.
We got 12-11 as we get now into the third round. The third round is going to work like this. The competitors will get 3 numbers from 1 to 20. The first one is worth 2 points. The second one is worth 3, and the third one is worth 5 points. Ken has 2 JTE rules left. Matt Knost has 3, and both have their challenges. All right, Knost, you're up by 1. Please pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
2, 5, 14.
2, 5, and 14 from Matt Knost. Ken Napzok.
You go 8, 13, and 7.
8, 13, and 7. Ken Napzok is down by 1. He will be going first here. 8 is your
See how this
first.
plays out.
Yeah, first number here, Ken, you have number 8. In order to take the lead here over Matt Knost, you have a 2-pointer in the realm of comic book movies. Comic book movies, 2-pointer here, Ken. What DC film is loosely based on the Hellblazer comic?
I have to go Hellboy.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
What DC film is loosely based on the Hellblazer comic?
Oh, it's Ghost Rider.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ghost Rider.
For Constantine.
Which is based on Ghost Riders.
Yeah, Constantine. So Ken now has a 3-pointer here.
Yeah.
3-pointers. All right, so number 13, Ken. Number 13 is biopics. All right, so who starred as Richie Valens in the 1987 film La Bamba?
Also Chavez E. Chavez, Lou Diamond Phillips.
3 points. Now it's back to Matt Knost. Matt Knost just needs to tie the game here with his 2-pointer, and Matt Knost has the category of number 2, which is his first. Jen will be asking that question.
All right, your first question, your 2-pointer, comes in the category of war movies. Who played the lead in American Sniper?
Bradley Cooper!
Oh, why am I? Bradley Cooper.
2 points. Tie that up. All right, now we're gonna let it bounce back. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it on. We're gonna keep it on Knost here. We're gonna keep it on Knost, give him the chance to take the lead on the 3-pointer, and he is going to have category number 5, Jack.
Your number 3, your 3-point question comes in the category of new releases. Who played script supervisor Sandy Schclair in The Disaster Artist?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat it, please.
Who played script supervisor Sandy Schclair in The Disaster Artist?
Dave Franco?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Seth Rogen.
For 3 points. Yes, got it. Great. So he was looking for it, and he found it. The luck is working for him this time. So now it bounces to Ken. Ken needs his 5-pointer here in order to take the lead and bounce it back to Knost and force Knost to hit it, or Matt Knost will win the game here.
Absolutely no pressure.
All right, here we go. Ken, category of action adventure. Action adventure. From the Transporter trilogy. Name one of the 4 rules as stated by the Transporter.
Never break a promise. Never break a promise.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Last one. From the Transporter trilogy, name one of the 4 rules as stated by the Transporter.
Never break a promise.
5, 4, 3,
Never stop moving.
1. And your winner! Matt Knost victorious here, gets himself to 3-3 as now he is back in the singles division, Jen, and that's a nice victory.
That was such a well-fought match, though, by both sides. Ken put up a hell of a fight, even to the very end, but you almost have to feel like the tide is turning against the Lions Den.
It certainly seems that way, and we are going now. If you're a Patreon, you got to see this. If you're a patron, you got to see this match a week early. If you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on YouTube, then right now you're going to be able to see Sneider versus Rocha. Can the Horsemen complete today's day by just taking out the Lions Den, or can the Lions Den come back and tie it up here at 1-1 on this particular day? We're going to hear from Knost and we're going to hear from Napzok, who's standing by with Breanne Chandler. Here we go.
What's up, movie trivia, Schmoedown fans and patrons? I'm here with the first place finisher. Who are you? Tell us your name.
I'm the damn winner, that's who. I'm the damn winner. Took out another member of the Lions Den. That's going to be my new intro music. I hope you guys like that. Copyright Matt Knost 2018.
I just want it over and over again.
You want that?
Full scratch record.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. Look, we got so much in the way of electronics here. Somebody can make that happen. And don't be surprised if it never happens.
Let's talk about your match a little bit today. After the first round, you were ahead by 1. Was that a little too close for comfort for you?
Well, we were both answering the questions kind of tit for tat, and then I missed one. He made up the ground. So going into it, it really comes down to round 2 with spinning the wheel. Literally, I looked at it beforehand, and I was like, "There's only one slice I don't want. There's only one slice I don't want."
What slice would that be?
That would have been Scarlett Johansson.
Oh.
Because my depth of knowledge on that is pretty shallow, and it just happened to come up that at least I knew 2 of them to a guess at the other, and then the 4th one, I still, Girl with the Pearl Earring, I have not seen.
Girl with the Pearl Earring, I have also not seen,
I know the
but
painting.
I do know that if it's a kind of a category that hasn't been spun a lot, you might get easier questions sometimes. It's kind of, I don't know, I've just kind of noticed that.
Okay, sure. Is that your insider scoop character? I like that. I like that.
That's right. Now, you guys,
Patreon exclusive right there, so.
it's been a good year for the 2 of you. You won at the live event, and now you won today. So there's also some tease about the 4 horsemen returning. What can you tell me about this?
You take this.
Well, listen.
You take this.
Everyone's been clamoring about, like, well, when's it going to happen? Oh my God, who are they teasing, blah, blah, blah. Anything that's done right takes time. And so we are taking our time
to put this stable together. I think we kind of rushed it last time. So we're not going to repeat the same mistakes. And we're going after bigger fish. And look, Matt took out 2 members of the Lion's Den now, right? Finstock and Kent. I've taken out JT. I got 1 more to take out. And we've got 2 more people to tell you about for the 4 horsemen.
That's right. The 4, baby. And you know, the reason we rushed into it last time is we got bad advice.
Yeah.
From the commissioner. He
We
was
got some bad advice.
Yeah, I got 2 guys for you. I think they'd be awesome. You should think about partnering up with them. Like, you know what? This guy's never steered us wrong. Now we've had a little bit more time working with him, and all he does is steer our ship wrong.
I mean,
Literally, we drive into shoals nonstop. We would be deserted on a terrible, like, fucking frigate island. Out in the middle of nowhere, dying right now on a rock that has no water, no fresh water, no food. And Christian'd be over there going, well, you know, I thought this was a good idea. It seems like a smart thing to do.
So the moral of the story is don't listen to the former commissioner. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, and we'll let you know when this is going to happen, and it's coming soon.
And what else is coming soon is your match against Jeff Sneider.
Yeah.
We'll see that soon.
Yeah, get ready, Jeffy boy. Get ready.
We are back with second place finisher Ken Napzok.
Hold up real quick.
Okay.
What does a trilogy mean? How many movies are in a trilogy?
It's 3.
It's 3, right?
1, 2, 3. There's a 4th
That'll be 3.
one. And I don't care. There's definitely other rules the transporter stated.
Is that true?
That's correct.
Are there other rules, or are they the same
Wait,
rules?
no,
for the
there's
whole thing?
4 movies.
I would assume
There's 4 movies. It threw him off.
They each have the same rules.
He's
though,
watched every one of those movies at the drive-in.
Yeah.
He's seen them.
Yeah, my Camry fits into the spots nicely.
Once she said 3, or trilogy, okay, next thing happens, it throws him off, because he knows there's 4. What kind of question is that? This is under protest.
This is Mrs. Movies. It's very nice to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here with you right now, and your pink shoelaces. They're beautiful.
Thank you. I try to insert a little fashion into life here. But let me tell you, I had nothing to lose here. That's what we know. Knost had everything to gain, and sometimes people step up. I'm not going to take it away from the pizza guy here. He did a good job. But once again, you know, Harloff and I go back a long way. You know, when he used to do his little comedy routines, I used to be there with him on. He knows I've never seen The Shawshank Redemption. He knows that. And he had Chris Scaliscu put some questions in.
Guys are worst.
Well, he can't be biased.
Designed to hurt me. That's what's happening here. The system is always against me.
It's always against you, but I do appreciate your answer for that, because I think God needs to be, in everything, right?
Lie.
Yeah, but look, since when do they reboot a movie that's like 3 years old? Okay, Transporter comes out in 2009, 2012,
Listen,
2014.
enough of the Transporter.
They're gonna reboot a movie in 2015.
Let's close
There's
up
no
this
reboot.
chapter, and let's
There's
talk
4
about
movies.
the live chapter. Tom, let's talk about the live chapter that's happening June 2nd.
June 2nd, El Portal Theater, North Hollywood, California. That's where it's going to go down. I am back in my arena, and my destiny is still out in front of me. And Whitwer, the system, the clock, Harloff, Williams, Scaliscu, none of these guys, none of these people can get in front of my destiny. Scrimshaw, who I respect greatly, Alex Damon, who I respect greatly, they're only in my way, and I cannot wait to be back there. And you are going to want to be there to bask in all the glory. June 2nd, live at the El Portal Theater. Be there. That is where I will make my money.
Yeah, he's gonna kill Scrimshaw, Pilsner, and Matt Damon. They have no shot. I don't even know who that
I didn't know Matt Damon was in it.
Yeah, he's studying when he was on Newborn.
But at least you'll be there, and maybe you'll be commissioner by then, right?
No, I
At
should.
2,100 patrons, you're going to be commissioner. What's going to be happening?
10,000 patrons by then, considering that they want me the commissioner. Everybody wants me the
That's
commissioner.
right.
Want him.
I'm gonna do so many positive things.
Tell us some
like
things you're
write
gonna
the
do.
right questions and not screw us over constantly. I'm gonna go over every single question before they're even out there yet. Because I got a personal question guy who checks Scaliscu's or whatever his name is writing. Scaliscu's writing.
W sign.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know where he's from.
Do you have any stretch goals for Patreon that you're going to do, that you're going to implement, that you can tell us right now?
Yeah, at 2,500.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that Nimrod Harloff up against his little buddy Carrots.
You
for
see?
a one-on-one match to settle a score of who's the biggest idiot.
The people, Mrs. Movies, the people need a leader. They want a leader, and that's their leader.
And that's their leader. Back to you.
And that doesn't surprise anybody. Tom Dagnino making excuses, saying that there were things in play and that it wasn't a trilogy and it was whatever he was talking. It's just nonsense at this point.
There's always an excuse when his team falls short, and it's never just lack of preparation or just luck of the draw.
Right.
And as we've seen, even Knost was having some issues out there under the lights today. Like, anything can happen in this game.
He was, but Knost also played very well to where he got himself. He got himself into the headspace to where even when he didn't know it, he took a guess, and that's what a lot of players don't do. You can see the experience of Matt Knost because a lot of players they don't know and they say, I have no idea. And Knost has been guilty of that in the past, but this time he didn't do that. He got himself to a place and he guessed the most educated guess that he could, and it worked out for him twice. But I also got to give it to Ken there, where Ken's talking about he's not wrong. All eyes are on him when it comes to the Star Wars division. You've got this match coming up right around the corner here on June 2nd, where you can still get your tickets. Go to schmoedownlive.com and you can see.
Don't miss it. The last one was on fire.
It was on fire. And Ken will be going up against Joseph Scrimshaw and Alex Damon. The winner plays.
Neither of which are lightweights.
No, not at all. They all battle. Those guys alone almost beat Sam Witwer. And speaking of, whoever wins that match will play Sam Witwer for the championship, most likely at the Collider Collision.
And Ken is just aching to get that spot.
You could hear it in the interview. And Matt Knost saying, "Who's next? Bring somebody else on." Maybe whether Donica wants to play him in a singles, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it's something else. Maybe he's 3-3 now. Matt Knost, I would assume, is going to want to play in the Ultimate Schmoedown when we get to that in a few months from now.
Absolutely. Keep building on this victory and hopefully many more.
All right. So for you patrons out there, once again, thank you very much. For brand new patrons, thank you very much. Make sure that you are checking out. There's some brand new tiers up there specifically for the live event, where there's going to be some raffles. There's going to be so many new things that we're doing. Some of the tiers have been lowered. Some of the things have been added. A lot of great new things happening in the Patreon.
And we couldn't do this without you, so thank you so much.
And as 2100, as Tom Dagnino said, and yes, I am going to address it here. 2100, if we get to that, Tom Dagnino does become commissioner for a week, and what he said what he said backstage was that he'll implement a cause at 2500 that I will have to play Ellis in a one-on-one match, and that's if anybody makes that idiot a commissioner. So I doubt that he'll be able to get that implemented. We'll see. He's only have a week to get it implemented anyway, so we'll see. But anyway, that's this match. Stay tuned if you are on YouTube, and you're going to see
an amazing doubleheader today.
Sneider and Rocha. And then for all you patrons, thank you very much. We appreciate you. For Jen Sturger, I'm Christian Harloff, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is time for your Schmoedown Breakdown. This one was a pretty contentious match for the first two rounds, both players giving very good performances as they both combined to answer 70% of the questions thus far in the match. However, the final round was not kind to Napzok as he was only able to pick up 3 points, while Knost, he hit his 2 and 3-pointer, and that was enough for him to seal the victory 17-14. Going inside the numbers, Napzok started strong, but he fell off in the end and ultimately went 9 of 16, or 56% correct. As for Matt Knost, he was steady for the whole match, giving the best performance of his career, going 12 of 15 for 80% correct. If you want to find out our stats from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter, and don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on YouTube and your podcast feeds. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
Well, that was a fun match. Knost took it to Napzok for the victory. I'm really excited to see who these two new members of the Four Horsemen are going to be. It's always fun to see the Lion's Den lose. So let's get on to the second match where John the Outlaw Rocha takes on the Sneider, Jeff Sneider. Hopefully he can get another loss to the Kitten Club.
Oh, and he goes, oh, look at that, I like it.
face the outlaw. It's time to go toe-to-toe with the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be.
And your winner, and
some losses recently as a Four Horsemen, and someone had to step up and win some belts, and I took it off their crown jewel of the Lion's Den. Now I'm the champion, and we're going to come back and be the tag team champions. This man's going to be the Inner Geekdom champion, and then we're going to have all the belts.
What y'all doing in here? That's the champion's room. Get on out. That's why we're here. Remember losing? Remember losing? Stop for a second. Wait a minute. Let me take care of you now. I'll take care of you next. Then I'll take care of Max. Then I'll take care of Inman. Then I'll take care of Dan. Let's get your asses handed to you, and I can't wait to see you get destroyed by every one of us. The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse are going to take you schmucks out. Sam, bye-bye.
Well, Matt, here we go. Once again, Team Patriots, another team that thinks they can come and take us out. We've been going through everybody like a buzzsaw. Now the Team Patriots come around talking all their mess, thinking they're the ones. Everyone thinks they're the ones until they face us.
You know what you guys are looking at here? Besides 14-karat gold necklace and a lion mane's jacket, champions.
And your winners, and the new previous Schmoedown champions of the
Honestly, I think as the ones who just lost the belt, we should definitely be in a competition and be #1 contenders next. I think there should be a rematch clause in the contract where we get to take them on again, because that was way too close and it's bullshit. So whatever's going to happen, we're going to take them. It's 1 point and they barely got it on the last second.
What a roller coaster ride and classy bow from Riley Rocha. Will the Jake Riley champion
I need to point out that I was the Inner Geekdom champion until I joined the Four Horsemen. Oh.
And what has being in the Four Horsemen ever got me? Nothing! Anyone!
Wait.
Any team!
Oh, shit.
I'm yours right now! Come and get the new championship! Help me win the Inner Geekdom! Help me!
Wait a minute, the Lions did it? What is this? The Lions did it here?
Listen, losers deserve what they get, okay? Are you honestly surprised that Burnett wants to play with winners? Guy wants a belt on his shoulder again. He's certainly not going to get it playing for top 10.
Three. Two. I don't know, Laurel and Hardy. What?
Your winners! By way of technical knockout!
I'm a winner, goddammit, and I may go down and I may take this hard for a day or two, but then I bounce back. You know, best way to get back on top is to win. Now I let my partner down, but I can't let Outlaw Nation down a second time, and I can't let the Four Horsemen down a second time.
And your
We've been ready the last couple times.
To make something clear here, this is the last time we're playing these guys, right?
Yes.
I don't ever want to face these guys again.
All right, and the challengers, are you ready? Challengers, are you ready? No? Nope, that was the worst shit talk I've ever heard. John Wayne didn't have it. All right, so that is a loss of a point, 22. Top 10, how many points? 3. 3 to tie the game, you picked?
He has nothing written down there.
Oh, but I can say it, right?
No. What? Write down thing. You didn't write down anything.
You've got to write down the answer. Oh, well, I wrote Jane Fonda down.
What? What? Is that what? Jane Fonda to you?
You didn't write the answer down. I wrote Jane Fonda down here. Let me see.
That's Jane Fonda.
Let's see it.
I feel like we gotta see that.
Let's see it. Not get Jane Fonda. We're going to award them the points. 3 Challenge.
Challenge.
All right, challenge.
The rules as outlined on
on the screen before the round is to write the answer down.
Yes.
If you're telling me that was the answer written down,
Alright, you're gonna challenge.
nothing written on the board. No, there was written on the board.
Yeah, he wrote it in cursive quickly in the last second. Jane Fonda.
No. Hell no. Hell no.
I know.
Bro, I just wish Rocha would have fucking wrote the answer.
I did write it. You wrote the game a million fucking times.
Who directed 1984's Dune? Matt Knost.
And your winners by way of knockout and still
coming up with JTE. Yeah. How are you feeling about going into that now?
I'm gonna need some time, man, to be honest with you, because who knows what shenanigans him and the commissioner are up to rob me of the next victory. It's great to say undefeated, undisputed, greatest champions in the fucking world. It's always great to say that. It's a moniker that you have an undefeated champ. So, you know, who knows? Because the decision was made to give them another Western question. That was fair. The respin was where the unfair nature of this whole game came into play. And who knows what they're gonna do in a live audience? I don't know. Outlaw Nation! You ain't got his rat-faced partner to lie and get him out of situations now. Bitch gotta go toe-to-toe with me. The great one. The best one. And I got my designs on someone else after I take care of JTE. So Lions Den, let me tell you something right now. You can stop calling me the outlaw. All you bitches can call me the poacher, because I'm going to hang your skins on my fucking wall, and I'm going to start with JTE. And your winner, by way of technical knockout, the outlaw, John Rocha! The answer was Jimmy Stewart. Done with the Lions Den. I mean what I said. I'm poaching the fuck out of those boys. I'm hanging those skins on my wall. So Jeff Sneider! Sneider! You Jane Fonda son of a bitch! I'm coming for you next! I'ma whoop the fuck out of you!
Indeed, Christian. I have played both of these guys. They are both great competitors, and I somehow beat them both. I couldn't do that again. I don't know. But I'm very excited about today's match.
Yeah, this is going to be a very exciting match. They are rivals in teams. They are rivals in singles. John Rocha and Sneider have a very storied history here. John Rocha with the Lions Den, they have been going at it since 2015, the tournament to where the box office breakdown took out Rocha and Knost, and then the following year, when we were first here in Collider, the Patriots, who are still champions, stole the titles from Rocha and Knost, and they've just been a thorn in Rocha's side.
Oh, absolutely. This is a classic battle. This is the Yankees Red Sox of the Schmoedown.
It really is, because if you look at what was about to happen after the whole respin deal with the last time where Patriots defeated Top 10 in that match, there's a lot of controversy.
Oh, yes.
Rocha was on the verge of calling it quits, hanging it up, and then he decided, nope, I'm going into that live event, and he did. He headlined the live event, and he really showed up. It was like the Rocha of old. hold, TKOing JTE, and really, I think, breathing new life into the Outlaw.
Absolutely. So he has already taken down one half of the Patriots, and I know he is gunning to take down the other half.
He really is, and it's Sneider, though. Snyder's been looking for that singles championship that you have over your shoulder for a long time here. He and I went at it at last year's Collision. He was a second away from getting a shot at the belt against then champion Dan Merle. He was in the tournament. He beat Matt Knost to get to the next round. Who beats him? JTE knocks him out of the tournament. So Sneider then beats Mark Ellis, and now he is on a path, and you've got your hands full.
I do, and I got to say, if no clear winner emerges from today's battle, three-man sack races will happen on alternate Sundays. So, the real winner is determined. Thank you for those who got that one.
I got that one. Here we go. So now we're going to get into the interviews themselves. They're talking some smack. You know you're going to hear it from the Lions Den and the Horsemen. Here we go.
Let's take a wild guess who we're playing again. Is it Mark Ellis? No. Is it Mike Kalinowski?
Who's that?
It's the dope Rocha.
Evolution! Well, leader is back again. Back again to face another Patriot. I took care of that other Patriot in Schmoedown Live. You ain't gonna see him today, not on that desk. Now it's me and Sneider, one-on-one.
Listen, I'm coming for that number one contenders match. I don't care who I gotta play in it, but I'm gonna beat Rocha, I'm gonna get that slot, and then I'm taking on Sam Levine for a title.
What did I tell you at the Schmoedown Live? And what did I tell all you fools in the Lions Den? Them hanging your skins on my wall. In fact, I might even come out like M'Baku and have like just your skins all over me when I come out for that number one contenders match. After I take care of you today.
He thinks that he's gonna get 3 matches in a row in order to get that title shot or whatever. Let me tell you about 3 matches. How about the 3 times the Patriots whooped on top 10, okay? He can't win against me unless he has, I don't know, that stuff from the party book guy. Maybe that's the good luck charm, okay? I'll give you that one match, Rocha, but today, it's gonna be revenge.
I beat you, I'm in a number one contenders match. From the number one contenders match, I'm into a title match. And that's what this is about. Yeah, the Outlaw's about wreaking vengeance and getting his revenge. But he's about titles and championships. That's what I'm about.
Rocha, you won at the live again against my boy JTE, but only because you had so many mental errors, okay? I'm not gonna mess up the 6th day. I'm not gonna mispronounce the girl in True Lies. Like, I know these things. You're going down, buddy. You better hope I spin westerns all game. Jane Fonda says hello.
You all have been the bane of my existence. And I have to beat you one-on-one. Oh. And I'm not gonna be alone.
A lot of talk there, Sam. Obviously, Lions Den throwing the heat, talking about how Rocha's just a glutton for punishment, and then you have Rocha, who is just, again, revitalized, ready to go. He wants to take out Sneider. He wants that shot. He's coming for this thing, and he said, you gotta be ready.
I am. I'm just gonna have to hide it in a different closet here at Collider. We'll see. He can't find it. He can't take it.
Here's the tail of the tape for the competitors today. You got John the Outlaw Rocha. Biopics are one of his strengths. You've got westerns, one of his strengths, and learning how to write legibly is a new strength.
Is it a strength for him now?
It's a new strength. It's a brand new strength.
I'm very excited to see this.
Yeah, it's a brand new strength.
He's been practicing with the flashcards for a month.
You got the Sneider, Jeff Sneider. His strengths are Tarantino movies, David Fincher movies, and stealing toothpicks from Wood Ranch.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where he steals those toothpicks.
That's a strength for him.
He steals all those toothpicks from Wood Ranch.
That's amazing. Does he have enough to build a house yet?
You have to ask him when he comes out. All right, without any further ado, I'm ready to go. How about you?
I feel terrific about this.
Ladies,
this was totally planned weeks ago.
You feel like you're feeling so you just want to watch 2 dogs who are coming after your toy kill themselves.
A little bit. I want them to both somehow be worse players after today.
We're gonna say, well, they might be. It's gonna be a very emotional battle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing the Lions Den with a record of 6 wins, 4 defeats, and 2 knockouts. Here's the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown quarterfinalist and the reigning is on his side.
Well, if it ain't the champ and the chump.
Uh-oh. A nice shirt,
Wait
Juan.
till you see what happens. 2,500. You're gonna play your little buddy.
Yeah, I heard what you said. Hey, good for you. The Mets are terrible. And his opponent. Representing the Horsemen with a record of 8 wins, 5 defeats, and 2 knockouts. He is the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown semifinalist, the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles Champion and Team Champion, I feel like this is the Rocha of old. It feels like, listen, he has been playing. If he plays like he did against JTE, then we might get the Rocha of old. I think we're about to see something. You talk about the Rocha of old.
Oh, this is exciting titles today.
I think we're about to see something.
There it is. There it is. He's bringing it in. There's the blindfold. We haven't seen the blindfold since he played.
You can't write people with eyes.
And then we had with me, and he used it again in the triple threat match.
Get some cheese for this rat. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
I'm significantly worried about his ability to write legibly.
We're gonna be clear about that. We're gonna find out.
Don't you worry about it, Sammy.
All right. Can't even find the board. Look at him. He's like,
All right, here we go, guys.
Hold on.
All right. Oh, Rocha's writing something down here.
Can you read that, bitch? Asshole.
I think he spelled it wrong.
not really, John. To be honest with you.
I think he spelled it wrong. All right, round number one. Round number one, and it's going to work like this. The competitors get 8 questions worth 1 point apiece. They can have 15 seconds to answer the question. Don't forget about your JTE rules. Do not forget about your challenges. When it is your turn, show your board to the camera. Write it down legibly.
Did you hear that, or is the blindfold covering your ears too?
Oh man! Wow. See, Rocha's ignoring him this time. Finally ignoring him. And
I live in that head.
And as we get to question number 1, I'm going to let the champion talk about the category and question here, Sam.
All right, here we go, fellas. Category number 1 comes to us from fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy
Stay
sci-fi.
on your side of the table, boy.
All right, no shenanigans. It's time to play. Who played Darkman in the 1990 action crime fantasy Darkman?
Very intense. It feels like a title match.
Both started writing right away. It's anyone's guess what's going to be on Rocha's board.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm not fucking. I'm not doing all this writing backwards crap. Liam Neeson.
Fingers crossed, John Rocha.
Well, it wasn't Sam Levine, it was Liam Neeson.
You got
That
it.
is correct. That is correct.
Jeff Sneider. Jeff Sneider.
Liam Neeson.
Got it.
That is
All
also
right.
correct.
As he writes champion on top of his board. All right. Next question is rom-coms. Rom-coms. Which supermodel starred along Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston in the 2011 comedy Just Go With It? Sneider seems to know it. Rocha taking his time. Rocha doesn't seem to have it, Sam.
Uh-oh.
5.
I don't know.
4.
Sneider.
Brooklyn Decker. Screen's all screwy on me.
3.
Nah, I don't know.
Use one.
2. 1. Timeout. And Jeff.
My girl, Brooklyn Decker.
That is correct. Rocha.
Yep, don't have it.
Rocha didn't have it. So Sneider taking a 1-point lead here as we get to the third.
I just got so caught up. I was just watching the match. I wanted to see what happened. I forgot I have a job to do at this table.
There you go. Your third one.
Apologies. All right, fellas. Question number 3
Still
comes
the
to
title.
us.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Question number 3 comes to us from the category of drama. What activity is involved in an iconic romantic scene from 1990's Ghost?
The old people in the crowd were upset with the question. The young
Very
people
upset.
were upset that we asked it.
I guess so.
That's my whole point.
think,
5, 4, 3.
Pottery?
2, 1, pens down, and we have Jeff Sneider. Or Jeff Sneider? No, Rocha.
No, pottery spinning or spinning pottery?
Yeah, we'll take that.
I did the same thing. Pottery, clay wheel.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Absolutely.
So 2,
What is the actual word, though? Because there is a word.
Spinning clay. 4 is action adventure. Who plays the villainous Owen Shaw in The Fast and Furious 6?
Oh.
I'm beginning to suspect Rocha can see out of that blindfold.
I think so. I think it's a gimmick.
5. That's a gimmick.
I think
4,
this is a gimmick.
3, 2, 1.
What the hell is his name?
And pens down, please. Jeff Sneider.
Luke Evans.
Correct. Damn! Whoa! Rocha put Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Snyder's got a 2-point lead now.
Snyder going up by 2.
We are halfway through round 1, fellas. Still a lot of questions to go.
Damn it.
All right, here we go.
Again.
Here we go. Question number 5 comes from the category of 80s movies. Who plays the talented, neurotic TV news producer Jane Craig in 1987's Broadcast News?
You know, this is one of my all-time favorite movies. I just saw a screening of this recently in L.A. that the director, James L. Brooks,
I believe
talked
that. 5.
Yeah, terrific film.
4. I'm glad you liked it. 3.
Sorry.
Ted Danson?
1, pens down, and Rocha. Holly Hunter. Correct. Snyder.
Holly Hunter.
That is correct. Perfect. After 5-3 here. Oh boy.
Definitely keeping the pressure on Sean.
Here we go. Category of comedies. Who played Pete Hogwallop, one of the 3 escaped convicts, along with George Clooney and Tim Blake Nelson in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh.
Snyder seems to be on fire.
He really does. He seems like he's in the zone today. I'm wondering if there's anything that can trip him up here.
5. We're going to find out in a second. 4, 3.
John Turturro.
2, 1. Snyder.
For the record, I hate this movie.
Yes.
I'm going to say John Turturro.
That's correct. And Rocha.
I love this movie, and I say John Turturro.
That is also correct. All right, so Snyder holding on to that 2-point lead. He has not missed yet in the first round.
I love our
Down
Southern
by
brothers
2.
and sisters.
All right, next question.
All right. The next question, guys, comes to us from horror thriller.
Oh, jeez.
Horror thriller. Justin Long and Gina Phillips play brother and sister who encounter a flesh-eating creature in the midst of its ritualistic eating spree in what film?
I feel like you and Justin Long are friends.
We are friends. Yeah, that is true. I'm very friendly with Justin.
I can see that.
Because
Jeepers Creepers.
I love the story, but I gotta cut you off. 5.
I understand.
You win, dude.
2.
I was trying to buy you time, John.
Repeat. Oh, there you go.
All right, here we go.
I thought did you count down already?
Yeah.
Justin Long and Gina Phillips play brother and sister who encounter a flesh-eating creature in the midst of its ritualistic eating spree in what film?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
Got it.
All right, and
Got it.
now we go to
John Rocha.
Oh, I don't know. Slither?
That's incorrect.
Took a while,
Snyder.
guys. It came to me. Jeepers Creepers.
That's correct.
That is correct.
Wow, Jeff Snyder.
That absolute last-second JTE rule
Jeff Snyder taking a 3-point
protecting
lead
his
here.
perfect round.
He is, and we get to our final question here. Well, at least our final question for John Rocha, and that is in the category of animated. Animated.
Of course.
I'm with you.
In what 2010's movie will you find the characters named Benny, Vitruvius, Unikitty, and Wildstyle?
What the fuck?
I don't know. 5.
Oh boy.
4.
Stumps all.
Yeah. 3.
The Emoji Movie?
1. Pens down. Snyder for perfect round.
It had to be animation.
What'd you get?
Yep.
Jane Fonda.
I'm sorry, we cannot accept that you did not write it properly.
Rocha to steal yourself a point back.
I have no idea. A Lego movie?
That's correct. 7-5. Rocha. Wow. Crucial.
Hey, Snyder. Suck my Jane Fonda, you son of a...
All right, so 7-5. Rocha
I believe I gave up.
gets himself back. Snyder could have went up by a lot.
Yeah, he could have taken a 4-point lead on that.
But that's two.
Gone a different way, yeah.
That could turn out to be a huge point in the match.
Absolutely.
Depending on what happens here around number 2.
No, with these guys playing, every single point matters. You cannot leave a point on the table.
People are on their feet. Both factions are looking on anticipation here, and this is now we get into round 2, which is, as you know, is the make or break round.
This is everything in a 3-round match.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Round number 2. It's going to work. The competitors are going to spin the wheel. It lands on a category they do not like. They can spin again unless it lands on opponent's choice. Then they have to take what they get, and each question is worth 2 points. 4 questions. If they choose multiple choice, 1 point. So you can steal from your opponents in this round. Jeff Sneider has 2 JTE rules left. Rocha has a total of 3. All right, so Jeff Sneider, you are in the lead. Do you want to go first or second?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that once more? That doesn't count as a JT rule.
Oh boy.
It says Jeff Sneider is in the lead.
This is just showboating right now, Jeff.
I'm gonna kick off. I'm gonna defer and let John Rocha spin first.
All right, John Rocha's going to spin first. John Rocha and that wheel have had a nice relationship.
Really, especially as of late.
Can somebody help him?
So, I mean, he's looking for biopics. He's looking for biopics.
I have a very quick question. Are we covered for insurance purposes?
He works here.
Okay, good.
I don't know if the answer is yes.
I'm worried he might take a spill with that thing on. That's all I'm saying.
Are you really worried about it?
No.
Here we go. Come on, let's go. 5, 4. All right, and John, give it a good spin. And the outlaw spinning it, and we're looking for...
It's a good spin. I'm pleased with that spin.
He's waiting for the reaction of the crowd more than anything else.
Will not look at the wheel. Will not look at the wheel.
And we're
Biopics!
Oh boy.
Biopics!
Spy movies. Spy movies. Do you want spy movies? Spy movies.
Now what's crazy is because of the blindfold, he doesn't even know what else is on there.
Right. It could be lying. Hey. Alex.
Nope. He is spinning the wheel again.
Take a seat.
Rocha has opted for the mulligan. He is taking a second spin.
And here we go.
Whatever it lands on, that is what he is going to have to answer.
Opponent's choice!
As if he borrowed Drew McWeeney's arm.
Biopics is one fucking slice. It's unbelievable.
It's absolutely insane that biopics, they are linked. They are linked together.
I don't know, man.
Just found him.
There's been 40 questions in biopics. This is not going to be...
All right. What 2000s biopic centers around the creation of Peter Pan?
Boston Neverland.
Finding Neverland. 2 points.
Finding
Rocha taking a tie here. Ties it up. All right. In the Imitation Game, what was the name that Alan Turing gave to his Enigma breaking machine?
Sorry, I have to go multiple choice on this. There's no way I'll...
A. Christopher. B. Michael. C. Daniel. D. Thomas.
Man, I do not remember.
Christopher!
5, 4, 3, 2,
Christopher.
1 point. The old
1 out of 4 shot.
All right, John, here's your third question. What 2016 biopic is about Army medic Desmond Doss? 5.
Hacksaw Ridge?
2 points. And your final question here.
Ridge and Hacksaw Ridge. That was close.
Final question here, John. 10-7 lead over Sneider right now. Which Harry Potter vet played Dennis Sciamma, one of Stephen Hawking's professors and mentors in The Theory of Everything?
Oh, God. David Thewlis?
2 points. Wow. Just when you thought he might miss something, he got it.
That is as close to perfect as you can get.
And look at Rocha. Look at Sneider. Sneider is
not happy.
He just anything else he wanted him to get. Biopic was the one he didn't. So now he's down by 5.
That is
no steal opportunity.
Not where you want to be against John Rocha when he is playing like this.
Yeah, not having cocky moments right now. And now Sneider is now looking at the wheel, waiting how the tides have turned here in round number 2, Sam.
Well, we'll see. Maybe JTE movies are on there. He's been in.
Wow.
I think he's
probably going to stick with it. That is a strength for him, as far as I know.
But he was
so close to spinner's choice.
Are you going to spin or are you going to stay? Whoa. What's he doing?
Wow.
You wanted it on the wheel, Chico.
This is the decision right here.
Is he staying? Is he staying? This is the scoop master himself.
I didn't know how many visits to the mound are allowed in this. I feel like we need a
Stay.
countdown.
5
answers, right?
You're going to keep it in 4. You're going to keep it in 3. You're going to keep it in 2. 1. Keep it on.
All right, he's staying on direct.
Tom
left.
All right. Get out of here.
All right.
All right.
I just want to point out to the viewers at home, I am literally not allowed to look at the document now.
Anymore, yeah. He's not allowed to. Sam is not allowed to look at the document anymore.
That's what's been
right.
decided.
All right, here we go. 4 questions in directors for the team champions, Jeff Sneider. Jeff,
You got these, Mick.
who directed the animated film Rango, starring Johnny Depp?
Gore Verbinski.
2 points. Wow. Jeff Sneider.
No hesitation.
Which Oscar-winning director made their feature directorial debut in 1987 with the low-budget splatterfest Bad Taste?
Peter Jackson.
2 points.
Damn.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Who directed The Bourne Identity?
Doug Liman.
2 points.
Snyder retakes the lead.
And your final question here: who has won the most Academy Awards for directing?
This is a good question.
Yeah, I like it.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, William Wyler, B, Steven Spielberg, C, John Ford, D, Frank Capra?
Frank Capra. D. Capra.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Frank Capra.
That is incorrect. For the 1 point to tie the game, John. 5, 4, 3.
William Wyler?
Looking for John Ford. Snyder keeps his lead. Rocha missing the steal, but how intense of a round was that?
I mean, that's just, again, remember we talked about that 1 point.
It is.
That's
It's
1
still,
point from round
it
1.
is still 1 point going into round number 3 here. Snyder and Rocha, everything has been built to be so far. 1 point between the two of them. What a second round that was. All right, so round number 3, the competitors are going to get 3 numbers from 1 to 20. The first one's 2. The second one is 3. The third one is 5. 15 seconds to answer the question. Jeff Sneider has 2 JTEs left. John Rocha has 3, and they both have their challenge rules left. All right, Sneider, you are still in the lead here with 1 point. 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
4, 9, and 20.
4, 9, and 20 for Jeff Sneider. And John Rocha?
6, 10, and 12.
6, 10, 12. Once again, I will ask the questions to all because the champion cannot see this document. All right, so we are now going to get to John Rocha for his 2-pointer, which is category number 6 for John Rocha. Category 6, John Rocha, you got famous actors and actresses. Okay. Which actress voiced Esmeralda in Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame and went to appear in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle?
Demi Moore.
2 points. It's a 2-pointer, Jeff.
Why did we need the second part of that question? I don't understand.
I had it in the first part.
It's a 2-pointer.
It's a 2-point question.
Do you want me to tell you who did Quasimodo? It was Thomas Holt.
John Rocha is up by 1 point, and now it is the 2-pointer for Jeff Sneider to take another lead here. 90s movies. 90s movies.
Fairly certain he was alive in the 90s.
Who played the character of Dewey in 1996's Scream?
David Arquette.
David Arquette.
2 points. 2 points. Going back up. Now we go to...
I also know who played Kenny the cameraman.
Good for you. John Rocha now. For your 3-pointer, you got category number 10. That is fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi, John Rocha for 3. For 3. John, who plays the lead soldier Johnny Rico in Starship Troopers?
Casper Van Dien.
Casper Van Dien?
Wow. 3 points.
He's also a good friend of mine.
That I believe. Yeah. From Screen Junkies.
He's a terrific guy.
I remember that. Yeah.
Very nice guy, Casper.
Very nice guy.
Here we go now. Jeff Sneider with a 3-pointer. Jeff Sneider now with a 3-pointer. Category of Meryl Streep.
I don't know.
Meryl Streep.
We're not good friends. I wish we were.
That would be awesome. All right, Meryl Streep. Here we go. Jeff, for your 3-pointer to take the lead once again. Meryl Streep famously said the line, "The dingoes got my baby," in what movie? Oh boy. Oh, he doesn't have it.
Seems like
Forgetting the name.
going into the
He
tank
doesn't
here.
have it. Rocha knows it.
Yeah.
5,
Nobody whisper it.
4,
Nobody mouth it to me.
3, 2.
Repeat.
Meryl Streep famously said the line, "The dingoes got my baby." In what movie?
A Cry in the Darkness.
No, that is incorrect. It was A Cry in the Dark. A Cry in the Dark. Cry in the Dark. Where Rocha thought he had it, and then at the last minute he said darkness. There's no way in hell that these two are getting that.
Absolutely not.
And Sneider knew it. He wanted to complain for a second, but then realized there's no way to complain.
It always comes
That is
down to
a
a syllable.
Holy shit, the
When it's
darkness.
a game against Rocha.
Jeff
Syllables
Sneider
mean a lot.
now is down to his final question. If he hits it, it bounces back to Rocha. But if he misses, John Rocha is in a number one contender.
Starship Troopers versus name a 30-year-old Meryl Streep.
Here we go. Here we go.
Nominated for an Academy Award. Not a big deal.
This is it. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Crime movies. Crime movies for your 5-pointer. Derek Cianfrance directed Ryan Gosling and Bradley.
Place Beyond the Pines.
5 points. Wow. For Jeff Sneider. Wow. So now it comes down. He walks off. So he walks off just waiting to see what Rocha's going to do.
Finish asking the question, spits out an answer.
Because now John Rocha is in a position where he needs to hit the 5-pointer in order to win the game.
Cry in the Dark. I win the game.
So now we get John Rocha, who's got number 12. Number 12 is what John Rocha had, and he chose horror. So John Rocha, in order to go to the number one contender spot, has to hit this. If Sneider, if he doesn't hit it, Sneider is in the number one contender match. Here we go. John, are you ready?
Yeah.
In the 2016 horror film, The Witch, what is the name of the evil goat that children claim can speak to them?
You never know with Rocha if he's pulling a Rocha.
You don't know.
You don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
In the 2016 horror film, The Witch,
Quiet, Bibs.
what is the name of the evil goat that the children claim can speak to them? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Last one. In the 2016 horror film, The Witch, what is the name of the evil goat that the children claim can speak to them?
I'm sorry, Perry.
5, 4, 3,
I don't know.
2.
Mephisto.
Screaming somewhere. Black Phillip, what a matchup, though. No, knew it was going to come down to the last round. Rocha's got nothing to hang his hat. Rocha played his ass
That
off.
was a spectacular game played by both competitors.
No, Rocha played great. That was the Rocha of old playing against Sneider. That was a great match.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Rocha's should not be upset about that. Rocha played great.
No.
And that's it. Jeff Sneider is now in a number one contender match. But man, what a matchup there. And it was a battle, one of the matches of the year, I think, so far. And Jen Sturger's got both Jeff Sneider and John Rocha. Here we go.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with the Lions Den.
The victorious Lions Den.
Tom, you gotta feel pretty good about your team right now.
Well, this guy's the best in the business here. You see the one belt on his left shoulder? There's going to be another one on his right. Once he beats the paper champ, Sam Levine, obviously. He's beaten Sam Levine before, and he'll do it again.
Jeff, how are you feeling going into that last match? I know there was a lot on the line, facing Rocha, and you guys have a long, storied history.
I'll say
Winning.
Yeah, well, the pressure was on, and John brought it today. He did a really good job. I don't want to take anything away from his performance.
Do you feel like this vindicates your teammate, JT, a little bit?
No, it doesn't vindicate him whatsoever. JT's going to have to get his own revenge on Rocha, and I'm sure that he will. Today, it was about me and John, and we took care of business. Thank God. If I had lost on that Meryl Streep question, A Cry in the Darkness, that's a very JTE style response. I would have been kicking myself. Thank God for Black Phillip.
How were you feeling going into that last round? I saw you get up and walk away.
I was a little frustrated, you know. I missed some gimmies. I felt like I should have had a perfect round in that round one.
Perfect gimmies.
Yeah, the second one I missed an easy Oscar director's question, so I kind of left the door open. I knew John
Protested a little bit about Starship Troopers.
I did. I mean, it was so easy. But yeah, I had left the door open for John. I'm just glad he shut it on himself.
Oh no, this blowhard.
Wait, what day is it? Wait, Jeff, have you had your contenders match?
No, we haven't played yet.
Then I'm not too late. I've come from the future to save the Schmoedown. If I don't use my contender spot to take you on, everyone in the Schmoedown is gonna die.
So it's up to me to save everybody?
Well, it's up to us, man. It's up to you and an earlier version of me before the gray hair, before the horsemen reassembled, before everyone else died, before I got the sword of crushing.
Beast, say no more. I'm in. I want you. Let's do it. That desk right there.
Then the future is saved. The future is saved. Oh, one last thing. Don't let Magneto get the
Yeah, well, okay, Whale, we do accept the match, but what we don't accept is the drugs he's on.
Get the test.
I think that's over. Thanks, guys. Jen Sturger here with the Outlaw John Rocha. John, you have absolutely nothing to hang your head about after that match. That was a well-fought match.
Yeah, it was a tough match. You know, Jeff really came to play. I knew he was going to be focused. He's beaten me many, many times on the tag team side of things. But I knew I wasn't going to let him get in my head, and I didn't. He played his games. I wore my blindfold. I felt like I was really dialed in, and I got no shame. There's nothing I missed that I should have known or would have known. So, you know, sometimes the things just don't come to you when they're there, and you don't know it, and that's all there is to it. I'm not a big horror fan, so, you know, it sucks to go out on a 5-point like that. I would have liked a fighting shot at it, but unfortunately, that's just the way it goes sometimes.
On the plus side, your penmanship looked amazing considering you were blindfolded.
Thank you. Well, I've been working on it, as Vincent said.
So who's next for you, man?
I don't know, whoever they line up. I mean, I'm never one to shy away from a challenge. So if the Android is next, bring on the Android. I saw that. I couldn't help but hear, really, Bibiani cashing in his #1 contender match on
Future Bibiani.
Apparently. Cashing his #1 contender match against Sneider. Man, I would have loved to go up against Bibiani. So it's a double loss for me today. And somehow we just keep avoiding each other because I need him to kiss my boots once and for all when I beat him. And unfortunately, we couldn't make that happen. But, you know, the commission's going to line something up for me, I'm sure. And I got no shame here. My boy took care of Ken Napzok. He took care of Finstock. I took care of JT. And I was 2 points away from taking care of Sneider. So, you know,
their day will come.
Their day will come. And you know what? We recruited people, like I said. We're coming back. We're coming back stronger than we ever have before. That's the 4 horsemen. We're coming back stronger, and they're going to help me get ready for the next time I face you, Sneider. And hopefully, you have the championship belt. I'd take that thing off you, because nothing would make me happier to beat you once and for all, one-on-one, and take a strap from your waist.
Still not going to tell me who the other horsemen are you?
No, Jen, I can't right now, but they're coming.
Thought so.
So how about that? Bibiani cashing in his chips. He is using the #1 contender that he used against. They won the free fall because he lasted so many rounds. He got the #1 contender.
Absolutely.
Bibiani and Sneider now. That was what we thought we were going to get when I played Bibiani. When I played Bibiani, I played Bibiani, and then Sneider, who beat Drew at the time. Sneider got a shot at me when he should have gotten a shot at Bibiani, but now we see that match. It's Bibiani versus Sneider. The winner will have a shot at the title. Wow. But man, Rocha is now out of the title picture, and you know the 4 horsemen are still coming back. But this was something, man. Like I said, Rocha played his ass off, and I don't think there's anything to be ashamed about.
Absolutely not. No, this was a spectacular performance from John Rocha. It was the outlaw of old that we were hoping we would see today. He was felled only by, in my opinion, a really tough 5-point question.
Yeah, it was a tough 5-pointer.
He got back in there. He finally got back into the lead with 1 question remaining, and it absolutely could have gone either way. Both competitors put on their A game today.
I'm telling you, as the champion, you got to be watching this league and look at all these guys hungry and aiming for that thing, and it's got to be scary.
I'm terrified, but honestly, they're going to be getting off Clark. Not me. So
you say that, I think every time you say that, it's like you said that against Rachel, you said that against me, and it's
I felt that way then, and I feel that way now. But if it is somehow still me sitting there when they come to challenge, I'm definitely not going to take any of them laying down.
Yeah, you got some serious competitors here, and man, Bibiani versus Sneider, that is going to be a marquee matchup. What's going to happen with that one? And there's so much so far. First of all, if you watched the first match, the Knost and Napzok match, if you saw that on Patreon when it aired last week, thank you very much. If you're watching it now, thank you very much. Make sure that you join the Patreon. And like Tom Dagnino said, as much of an imbecile as he is, he said that if he gets put into the commissioner spot at 2,500 patrons, myself and Mark Ellis will finally have to have that match. We'll see if he can implement that, because first thing, he's got to be put into the commissioner spot in order to make that happen.
Is it too late for me to sign up like 150 some odd fake email accounts and pay just to make sure that happens?
Well, we'll see. We'll see if what's going to happen, but we don't even know if Tom's going to be implemented into that position, so we'll find out. But as we hear, Rocha was upset, but he still what I give with Rocha is that he gave credit to Sneider and of a game well played, but it's still got to bother me.
Oh, it does. Yeah. It does. I mean, he's not the heel Rocha we know of old. He's the new, nicer, more relaxed-ish Rocha. So it was nice to see him, handle the loss with respect. But it bothers him. We know him. He's going to go home and he's going to be thinking about this and upset that he never saw the witch, and he probably never will out of spite.
That's true. And to use a bad pun, he'll get right back on his horse and play again. All right, guys.
Because of the cowboy thing.
There it is.
God, yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
All right, I'm trying. So maybe they should take my name off that wall. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you to the champion Sam Levine for joining us today. Thank you for you guys. It's Sneider and Bibiani. Who's going to win that match? There's a lot going on, and thank you guys once again. Go and check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. Join all of that. Listen to the Schmoedown Rundown, and we'll catch you next time.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is time for your Schmoedown Breakdown. It was a very tense first round of action. Rocha, he didn't get off to the greatest of starts, earning just 5 points, while Sneider, he wasted no time, going 7 of 8. In Sneider's past 4 matches in the first round, he has a combined 26 of 32. That's 81% correct. Getting into the second round, Rocha gave a great performance. It was the Outlaw's 6th time in his career, going 4 of 4 for 7 points. However, Sneider would still keep a 1-point lead at the end of this round by going 3 of 4 for 6 points. In the final round, it all came down to Rocha and his 5-point question. Unfortunately, with this miss, he is now 6 of 11 lifetime in 5-point questions. Jeff Sneider wins this one 20-17. Going inside the numbers, Rocha had a very solid outing, going 11 of 16 for 69% correct. Jeff Sneider had himself a fantastic day, missing just 3 questions, going 12 of 15 for 80% correct. Sneider is now 3-1 in his last 4 matches. If you want to find out other stats from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on YouTube and your podcast feeds. This week, we are talking to the one and only William Bibiani. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
Well, couple of very exciting matches. Matt Knost took out Napzok. Good win for him. Unfortunately, Rocha, he fell to Sneider. So those pesky Patriots, they still kind of have that hanging over top 10's head. But all in all, fantastic matches. There's going to be a great match between Bibiani and Sneider. I'm pulling for Bibiani to go on to face Sam Levine for the title, or possibly Clark Wolf. We'll soon find out. If you like my reactions, you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. And if you do Schmoedown reactions, trailer reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. So until next time, Mr. Boy C-Dub. Peace.